Hey soulmate, this is So with Helen here. If you are coming across my channel for the first time, my name is Helen and welcome to my channel. On this space, I make beautiful sewing tutorials and DIY. So if it's something you would like, you want to learn how to sew, you want to improve your sewing, this is the right channel for you. So on this episode, I made beautiful side gathers there for toddlers, and if it's something you like to watch, please stay tuned for the tutorial. So for this dress, you can actually cut directly on your fabric. So, but for the case of clarity, I'm going to use pattern drafting, and I'm going to be using this, my ruler, my scissors, my tape rule, my marker, to be drafting this pattern. As you all know, you come down by 1 inch. I always like to do that for my starting line. Mark the line all round. So this is now our starting line. So everything we'll be doing will start from that line. So the neck width I'm using is 2 inches. The neck depth is 2 inches also. So I'm going to use this pattern for both front and back. So I'm going to take 1 inch for the back pattern. I'm going to use my curve ruler to get the beautiful neckline. Also, this dress is for 2 years old baby, and I'm going to list out the measurements on the description box. So on that line, I went in by 5 inches for the shoulder, and I came down by half inch, since for adults we come down by 1 inch, 1.5. So I'm going to connect that half inch to the neckline. Now is to get our armhole line, and to get our armhole line, I will come down by 5 inches. Also, what I have on the shoulder, I will mark it to get an accurate line. I'll connect the dot like so. Also, I'm going to extend the line out. So that line now is now our chest line. I'm taking my time to explain this pattern drafting part because of the beginners. So now the next measurement to get is the waist measurement. Remember, I'm placing my tape from the starting line, not from the shoulder slope. What we have is 8 inches. Roll it across. The next line is the hip line. I came down by 12 inches. This totally depends on the age of the child you are working for. So just measure the child and use your measurement. So from the waistline to the hip line is 4 inches. I just hope that is clear. The next thing is to get the full length of this dress. The full length I use is 25. The full length should be 24. Then I use 1 inch allowance, sewing allowance. You can see how long the dress is, and this measurement I'm using is for 2 years or so. Just follow what works for you on the measurement part. I use 24 inches, then 1 inch for hemming allowance. So now is to get our armhole curve. To get our armhole curve, divide that line and get the midpoint. Come out by 0.25 because I went into too much. I came out by 0.5 inch, which was too much, so you can do 0.225. Yes, they are babies, so you don't need to go in too much. So now is to input our chest measurement. The chest measurement is 5.5. So I'm going to connect it like this. I'll connect it with my straight ruler, and I'm going to use my French curve to get the curve. You can see that the armhole I went in is too much. Just do 0.25. Most times the chest and waist of the baby are almost the same. Some babies have protruding tummy, but mine, they don't really have that, so I still make use of 25. I made use of 22 inches. So for the hip parts, I make use of 24. 24 divided by 4, which is 6. Because of pampers, they still wear diapers. So I made use of 6. So that's it. I'm going to mark it down to the hemline. I'm marking it like this so I can get a straight line. Remember, I'm not using a long ruler. We've gotten our body measurement. So now, this is to add my 1 inch allowance. This allowance is the stitching allowance. I'm going to add 1 inch across like this. This is compulsory. Always add your sewing allowance so you after sewing your cloth will not be too tight. This is me trying to reconfirm the allowance. I don't want it to exceed 1 inch. So now, this is where the main pattern starts because of the inspiration of this, because of the style of this dress. So now, you can go in by 3 inches, you can go in by 2 inches. So I went in by 2 inches, starting from the waistline to the hemline. Like I said before, you can go in by 3 inches. It totally depends on you at this point. So the next part is, please pay attention to this side. Because they are babies, I wanted it to start a bit from the waistline, so that it will have that, since it's a gather's dress, so it will have that fitting. So some people come down by 2 inches, 3 inches, but I did 1 inch after their waistline. I was so intentional about this part because I wanted the dress to just start a bit from the waistline. So this is me reconfirming it because I don't want it to exceed that 1 inch. So I'm going to use my curve ruler to curve it. I will mark it down to meet the 2 inches line we marked. So it's so easy, it's very simple. You just have to pay attention to it. So for the back, for the zipper line, I'm going to place my fabric on, I'm going to place my pattern on my fabric, then I will get the zipper allowance. So if you've watched to this extent, please, I want to encourage you guys to like my videos, subscribe to my channel, help me to share these videos so that other people can, watch and learn from this video. And also, if you find this video useful, I don't need to tell you guys to like and subscribe, because this is a little way you guys can support me on this channel. So watch closely how I'm cutting it out so you don't make mistake. You can see that the armhole I went in too deep. It's too deep, so please correct it. You can use 0.25. It's okay for a 2 years old baby. So I'm going to place my pattern on my fabric. I'll get the zipper allowance. I'll cut out the back neckline on the back fabric. Remember, the front you are folding it, while the back you are also folding it with zipper allowance. So I'm going to show you. Why this one I'm holding, we are going to use slash and spray method on it. So you can see that I've placed my pattern on my fabric, and I'm going to take 1 inch for zipper allowance. I'm going to take it down to the hemline, and I will extend the neckline to the zipper allowance. So I'm going to cut it out and show you guys what we have. So this is for the back. Remember, the front is also on fold, you don't need to cut out. So this is what we have. I've cut out the lining for it also. I'm going to set the fabric aside and work on the side gathers. So for the side gathers, like I said before, we're going to be doing slash and spray. So the total width of what I have there is 5 inches, as you can see. So we are going to take it 1 inches to the top. Just watch closely what I'm doing. It's very easy. So I'm not going to fast forward this part because I want beginners to understand what I'm doing. So you can see I marked it 1 inch till I got to that 5 inches. So I'm going to mark it all across like this because I don't have a long ruler. Just watch closely what I'm doing. So this will be the part one. The drafting part will be the part one. So the next part I'm going to be posting after this is the sewing part. So stay tuned. to see how we sew it. It is also detailed like this. I took my time to also explain the sewing part because the sewing part is quite tricky. So next thing is to label it. You label because if you don't label it, you will not know how to place it. So we are going to stop here. The next part will be the sewing part. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like.